Hello everybody, Trekkie here with another episode of Trekkie Feeds the Beast. Today we're going to be working on getting ourselves a redstone energy cube, maybe even multiple, and maybe even a Tesseract. That's These are going to allow us a lot of options. For one, the redstone energy cube is going to allow us some mobile power, so will the Tesseracts, but the Tesseracts will also allow us to teleport liquids, teleport items, so it'll be very useful, especially if we have a redstone energy cube powering our quarries, and then a tesseract to warp the materials back home so we don't have to hoof it back and forth. Very important for our forward progress, especially when it comes to digging out this area so we can build our massive fortress. So before we do that, I would just like to update a few things. First off, I have switched over my Steve carts to birch trees. I have gotten quite a bit of oak wood, like 278 stacks worth, and 103 stacks of oak saplings. So now I'm going to try to get some birch and birch saplings. And behind it, I built what I like to call the Dire Wolf Special. A very easy way of farming blaze rods. Just a spawner in a 9x9 room over water, because the water will kill them. And it doesn't create too much lag, as much as I thought it would. But I don't run it for very long periods of time. And of course, I just picked up a whole bunch of blaze rods there from a couple minutes worth of waiting. I'm going to turn this off for now. I really don't need the blaze rods. While we were away between episodes, bit of sound lag there. I had made a quarry, and I already did a dig. As you can see, it's bedrock down there. You might not be able to see it, but it's covered with snow. Quite a bit of resources. Oh yes, I've been plugging away, making barrels left and right, trying to store all this stuff. I got Zycraft crystals. I got some stuff for other things. And of course, I've been making a barrel for my ice, my marble. Almost 500 stacks of cobble from just that area. Well, give or take 10 or so stacks that I had in here. 61 stacks of dirt. I didn't have any dirt at all. So yeah, we profited. We profited really well. So, but now that we have GregTech at full charge, all the recipes have been turned back to GregTech, not just most of them. We are completely in GregTech land, which means things are going to be quite a bit more difficult for us. And that's okay, because I think it's going to be a fun challenge, especially a learning one. I also I had made a forged lexicon so I could make all my ores the same. Sometimes when you smelt them or macerate them with different machines, they end up as different IDs and they won't stack. I also made myself an Omni Wrench. So we need to get started on this build, and it is quite a to-do to make these things. Let me find them on the old list. Where are you? Where are you? No, that's too far. Here you are. We're going to need a pulverizer. For whatever reason. Pulverizers are good. It works just like a macerator, except it runs off Minecraft jewels. And the benefit of thermal expansion stuff is they can output to different sides, and they'll output automatically. So you can put a pulverizer which macerates the ores right next to an induction smelter, and whenever they're done being macerated, they'll automatically be put into the next machine and smelted. So that's a really nice thing. A lot of the machines have that capacity to immediately work with other machines and whatnot in the thermal expansion line. But first we need this. So let's get ourselves two. What else do we need? We need copper, which I have gotten some more of. Boop boop. And I already got machine stuff, piston. Is that all we needed? Yes. Alright, let's do it. So bloop, bloop, pow, bloom blam, and kapachika pow, and a pulverizer. Just go plop it down next to our power plant here. Let's pop it right here. If we open the GUI, this is where the stuff will be that's smelted. This is the output, and I think it has a chance. Like certain minerals have a chance to produce a byproduct, and that'll go into here. So it's also another benefit of a pulverizer is it produces byproduct, and that'll be useful for getting some of the rarer stuff for other builds. And of course, you may notice that color coding. Blue is input. I generally think orange is the output. I'm not completely 100% sure on that. I know that you could put a hopper on top, which you'll want it to be the input. Yeah. And you can choose which side outputs and which side inputs and yada yada yada. So that's one thing we're going to need. And I know also we're going to need that induction furnace. Is that what it's called? Induction? No, induction smelter. Sorry. And that's just some Invar ingots, some machine frame, more copper, and a bucket. Invar ingots are a little bit special in their creation. Got a bucket in here. Got a machine frame. I'm just messing things up. Alright, another one of these. These are made by Invar dust, which you could get in a pulverizer, but well, not. You could shapeless craft it with two iron dust and a nickel. You could also use pulverized ferrous dust, metal, pulverized ferrous metal, and it'll give you 3 Invar dust per combined. I'm sure there's other ways to get it. Actually, I think that might be the only way. Yeah, okay. Iron and nickel or ferrous will get you that. So it's a bit expensive. Nickel and ferrous being quite a bit more rare than iron. Oops, what do I need? I have it in here already. Duh. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and smelt half of the stack. Over here in my handy dandy smelters. Oh, I got 10 in there waiting. Bloop. I got 10 in here. I got 10 for days. I got so much 10. Look at all that. And I got a stack of 10 blocks that was so generously donated to me by Mordry, which is on the server now. Okay, we only need 2 of these right now. We'll work with that later. So, boop, 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 boop. And that gives us our induction smelter. And this works very similar to a electric furnace or, you know, other regular furnace. It just cooks stuff. Actually, I want the output to be, yeah, output. Make sure the green induction smelter is a little bit different than I'm typically used to. You could combine 2 different things, and this will be. I'm not really sure how the. Is this the right kind of furnace? Sawmill. Thought there was a. Oh, powered furnace. Okay, the powered furnace works just like a regular furnace. Induction smelter, which I guess I should probably put down the line then. Oops. Oops. Let's put it over here since it's a bit different. Induction smelter. This will be useful for making various things too, because you could combine 2 different things. I'm going to go ahead and how much? Go ahead and fire up my. Let's get some more saplings in there. 1, 2. Jump on back over here. Bounce, bounce. I got a wither skull. I got wither skulls everywhere. I've been collecting them. I think maybe I'll make a base out of them eventually. What happened to the sapling? Oh, it's over here. I don't want that to happen. That's not going to work. And I might as well just go ahead and get these machines running for now. I really need to work a better way of turning these on and off, but hell with it. Okay, so that'll help us in our prerequisites for now. We don't really need these immediately. I have a perfectly good macerator here, which actually has stuff in it, but I'll worry about that later. So what we need to get the stuff we need for our redstone cube and tesseract, first off, we need a magma crucible, which is we already have one over there producing magma or lava for our machines, but they also smelt down other resources for other needs. So what do we need for the magma crucible? We need another bucket, copper, another brick. Okay, I need another bucket. Ta-da-da. A bucket. We have got it. You know, I'm just gonna grab all this crap. Alright, and I need copper, of course. Copper's a big use in this mod pack. Better stock up on it. Okay, boop. That did not sound good. Then did they fill them up that quick? Everything just went boom. Trekkie, how you fail? I didn't think they'd fill up that damn quickly, to be honest. Wow. I blew my stuff up. Luckily, just my pipes. Well, see? Who says I don't fail? I fail quite often. It happens. Okay, 2 nether brick. Gonna need more pipes. Magma crucible. Okay, let's put this sucker... Well, let me get more pipes. I always have backups just for such an occasion. For such an occasion where I may need them. That's all of them, alright. I'm going to put these on the end here. So this will smelt down items, and what we need for our redstone cubes is just to smelt redstone. Let's get ourselves a few of these. We don't need a whole lot. And you could also make energy circuits. All you have to do to, of course, you have to have power. That's excuse me. Power overloading is another good reason to have redstone energy cubes. You could set it like a cube right here, and it'll act as a buffer, sort of like the MFE and such. It'll store extra power, so you could have extra power for your machines, and you don't have to keep turning on and off. As you can see, with a little bit of power it has stored, it filled like 75-bit of BuildCraft storage. However, its readings, it's like Minecraft joules for power, well, MB for its storage. And we're going to need that to run, so boop, boop. I don't want to keep doing that, but I need it to work. In order to make use of that stuff, we're going to need a liquid transposer, which is yet another bucket and some glass and shit. Alright, boop. Boom, bam, bow. I need some glass. I know I have some in here. Boop-jaboo. Some copper ingot. Alright, let's get it on over here. Pachoom, pachow. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. Glass, this, and that. And we got ourselves a liquid transposer, which I think I already had one made. Yes, I did. Okay, anyways. Put this right next to it, can make use. I went to input. I was already doing that. Alright, see now the redstone automatically is being taken out of here and put into the liquid transposer. And to use this, we're going to need to craft an item. Basically, when you want to craft something, you put the item you want to combine with this juice into this slot, be a bucket, or like maybe you can also put like cells in here, like tin cans and stuff to store. But we're going to need a redstone thingamajig. So we got the red energy cells. We're going to need a red energy cell frame, which is electrum ingots, hardened glass, and diamond. Electrum ingots are gold and silver, and an induction smelter, which is that thing over there. So let's go ahead and get a few gold and shit in here. Seriously? The thing is using power. Oh, it ran out. Fuck me running. I want a redstone cube so badly. This is a reason, because these things produce way more power than I really need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and craft the stuff we need, and I'll be back. Okay, I got our energy cell frames. It's empty. Now we just need to run over to our liquid transposer, which I hope has enough redstone in it. Just plop the frame in here, and it should do what it needs to do. Huh. Should do what it needs to do. Let's see. No. Hmm. Maybe it just doesn't have enough? Hold on, I'll be right back. It just needed more. That's all. So we now got a red energy cell frame. Now we just have to craft it just a little bit more. Now, clearly not on this page I was just a second ago, for whatever reason. Okay. Energy cell here, blah blah. What else did we need? Ingots here. I mean lead and more of that electrum. I think that was it. Apparently not. Let's have a look. Electrum. Energy cell frame. Lead ingot. Exactly what I have. Something doesn't seem right. Energy full. Electrum ingot. Lead. Redstone conductance coil. Reception coil. Huh, there's two different kind of coils. How about that? Coil. Well, how about that? There's two of them. Oh, this is electric. Okay, that's easy. Interesting. I did not notice. I didn't even notice there was a difference. They look almost virtually identical. Look at that. Reception coil, conductance coil. They look virtually identical. When I saw the thing, I didn't think nothing of it. Okay, now it should work. Lead. Oh yeah, there we got a redstone energy cell. And we could go here and plop it right into our machine as our buffer. There you go. Now we can turn these on without them exploding. Yay. Well, they'll explode if this thing fills and they're still going, that's for sure. Oh yeah, they're filling this at quite a rate. Look at that. Now, these biomass engines, they put out quite a bit of power. And this will give us a buffer. Of course, they're also mobile. You could plop them down next to a machine anywhere, and they'll give power to it. You could either set it to having a redstone signal, starting with a redstone signal off, but you can flick it on to shut it off, or just not responding to redstone at all. Okay, I don't think I explained that right. This ignores redstone signal, so it'll be on regardless. This one, it starts as on, but if you put a redstone signal on it, it'll turn off. And this is just quite the opposite. This starts as off, and you need a redstone signal to turn it on. But yeah, this thing's filling at quite a rate. Wow. And it stores 600,000 megajoules. That should be more than enough to run our machines for a little while. And of course, if you want to pick it up and take it somewhere, make sure to always have a wrench. Never break this without a wrench. You have to shift, right click, and you'll still have your power. If you break it without a wrench, it loses its power. And I better put this back quickly. Yeah, look how fast that was filling it up. Oh man, that thing's filling up with obscene amounts. Somebody said crazy Americans. I'm like, what? Who said crazy Americans? I'm an American. And I'm just slightly crazy. Not completely crazy, just slightly. Appreciate it. So now we're going to want to get an energy Tesseract. These things are really cool. Let's do Tesseract. That should be pretty easy. Yeah, wow, there's different colors of these. Oh, there's okay. Tesseract frames are just, actually, these are actually cheaper to make. It just need hardened glass. So tin, we need the hardened glass. So hardened glass, not terrible. What you need is pulverized obsidian, which I don't have enough. And you need lead to go with it. So 1, 2. That should be right? Pulverized obsidian, hardened glass, lead ingot, pulverized obsidian. Yeah, that should be the... Oh, because it doesn't have enough power because this thing is sucking it out. Okay. Well, I'll be back when I have the right materials and everything ready to go, and we'll play around with it for a little bit. And we are back. I've been quite busy, in fact. Uh, I made 2 more redstone cubes, which I've already filled up to max and filled in here. I made 2 item tesseracts, and thanks to Demordry for donating 2 energy tesseracts, we won't have to use the redstone energy cells for right now. Ooh, excuse me. I just had dinner. So, we should have everything we need to fill up our system. Before we go setting up our quarry, we're going to need a place for our items to come warping in here. It's quite a busy area, I know. But let's take one of our item tesseracts, sit it over here, and right click it. We're going to need a name for our item. So we get for our item system, teleport system. So we're going to call it Trekkie's Quarry. We'll put Trekkie's Quarry. That's going to be the name of our system. If I could. Device inactive. Okay. How do we add this to the thing? Tune the ender frequency. What did you just put a number? Oh. Oh. I see. Configuration. What does this do? This is transport one. This is for receive only. And this, I think that's just for the, and it is for me only. And the frequency is going to be 007. Okay. And of course, we're going to need some pipes. You can't do this without pipes. Was you crazy? Alright, give me my engine. Which I did this wrong, I know. Let's put this here. Woohoo! Okay, that should spew items out. Oh, that's a that's a waterproofing pipe. Let's see. Where's my standard? My standard stuff. Oh, I got my stuff. Okay, let's get back over here. Sorry, you're probably gonna have to move. I'll just sit you over here, and another one over here to keep it lit up. Put my chest around. There's gonna be 4 crystal chests, which are as wide as diamond. That's plenty of storage. That piece should be more than enough. Alright, let's go hook up our other item tesseract at the quarry that I've already pre-set up. It's 64 by 64, which is the max size for quarry. This should get us quite a bit of resources. So, I don't know if you have to hook up a tube to them, but we're going to find out. There should be a list here. Ah, okay. And this one is send only. And it's, wow, my frame rate just took a nosedive. All right, let's go make sure I set this one up correctly. This is 7 set frequency. This one is only receive. Receive. Okay. That should, if I do this correctly, I've never used Tesseracts before. Okay, we're going to need one more integral component. We're going to need the power Tesseract set up to our power system, which is currently off. Alright. Need a new system name. Trekkie's Bio Power. Big everybody else likes using just it's like whatever, and I'm just like fancy name. This one's gonna be okay. It's gonna be 008. No, no, we gotta go with this 6. Alec Trevelyan. All right. This is a private. This is send only. Set frequency. All right. Set this one here. Owner only. This is receive. Trekkie's biopower. Set it. So all in all, if I turn these machines on, this should run. In theory. Let's do it. Nothing like the present. All right, let's do this. Click, 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 click. And what do we see happening over here? Do we see anything going on? Except for... Oh, yeah, it's working. You can see it over there, barely. It's clear in the area. Yeah, there it is. See, it's clear in the area. Make sure it's clear of debris. So it's working. It is working. And working beautifully, might I add. I just hoping the items will go through the Tesseract. And make sure power ain't building up over here. It shouldn't build up. It should be perfectly fine because it's powering the quarry through this. Yeah, I think that's doing great. So this one we'll keep here. I mean, I'm gonna have to get these back to Demordry anyway because these are his, but these are just to test it out. So this sends it. That Tesseract receives it. That item Tesseract sends. That item Tesseract receives. At this point, we're just waiting for it to clear out, which should be any moment. I'll be back when it clears up and the quarry starts running. Then we could see how the whole system works overall. All right, we're back. The quarry has started running, and we now have resources in our crystal chests, which are pretty amazing. They're the same size as regular diamond chest, which is 2 double chests worth of space, but they're see-through. The 8 most prominent items in the chest will show as little blocks. This should be plenty of space for my stuff because it's right near all my storage, so I could just run back and forth and unload them real quickly instead of having to hoof it all the way over there and back every time. So that's good. I mean, we're going to have plenty of resources. Like from this little one right here, which isn't 64 times 64, that's actually like 4 times the size of this, if not a little bit more. Let's look at the map. A little bit more than 4 times the size. I got about 500 stacks of cobble and a good assortment of resources. This one here is going to be just a monster resource gathering. And what I do like about quarries is that when they break the ice, it doesn't turn into source blocks. So that's a good thing to note. But yeah, now we're gonna our resources are just going to be pouring in. We're going to have everything we ever need. All we really have to do is clear land so we could have our massive chasm for our castle to float over. I mean, it's not going to be floating. I have a plan for it, but we'll have to see when the time comes. Mostly now is just waiting to clear land. That's basically all it is. Once we clear a certain amount of land, I could start building like the very central most bit of it. So it's not like we have to wait for me to clear an entire, 300 by 300 or 400 by 400, however big I'm going to make an area. No, we'll be able to start building soon enough. It's just that I want to clear a little bit of land. Plus, in the meantime, we have plenty of mods to do, plenty of upgrades to do. We got ourselves a good source of Minecraft jewels. I think now what we need to focus purely on, well, maybe not completely purely, but we need to start working on our industrial craft stuff. I need to get more solars, more reliable energy intake for all our industrial craft needs, which is a large part of the Feed the Beast mod pack. And of course we have Greg Tech, so that's good. Plenty of stuff. By the end, the hell? Oh, my stuff just unloaded over here. As I looked over, I was like, dang, everything's just cut off. The problem with such a large quarry, though, is it keeps a lot of chunks loaded, so it does tend to work on the frame rates. So not something I'm going to want to be messing around with while I'm on camera, but I wanted to showcase it because it is important to our future in this Let's Play. The resources especially. I don't think I placed it correctly. I think that line right here, this line of blocks is going to be still stuck there. So I'm going to have to worry about overlapping in just a single block when I do them in the future. But that's not a hit on there. I could use a filler to clear that really quickly if need be. And yes, when I did do this one, there is a dungeon down there. I mean, there's a torch right next to it. I've already visited it. I visited it. But yeah, and of course, Mord and me were talking about competitive edge. League of Legends. I'm talking about who's an elitist asshole versus who's just being reasonably concerned about people ruining their games. One thing I experienced, I used to do the Battlefield 2 World Leagues and such. Used to be very into competitive stuff, and there's a thing about being good, being an asshole, and also having the right expectations in the right moment. Like if you're playing in a ranked league match, you expect people to be better. You don't expect them to be noobs that have been playing for 2 days and don't know the maps barely. But if you're in like a casual normal setting, like a normal ranked match, where like even noobs are just trying to work their way up, don't be a dick about it. This world, people are too uptight about winning and losing. It's so much that a lot of people cheat. That's what cheating is. A lot of people just they want to win at any cost, even their own dignity. So yeah, we were just talking about that, and it's a good topic. Maybe we'll yap about that in the future. But for now, I think this episode is going to be cut short. I've really not a lot else I could show this episode. I think we've done everything we need to do. We've got some amazing things up and running. We got some redstone energy cubes, which are absolutely fantastic, especially for using fillers and such. And of course, if you have Tesseracts, amazing for so many different things. I mean, thermal expansion. Even if it didn't have all these other machines that you could use, these 2 blocks right here make it all worth it. And of course, you need where we smelted redstone. You need to smelt ender pearls for the tesseract. So a little bit expensive, but overall, actually, if you don't count the ender pearls, the redstone cubes are actually more expensive. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Sorry, he popped up. I know we got a lot going. I hope you enjoyed it. Soon enough, we'll start building. I know my little menagerie of random bullshit is maybe not the most aesthetically pleasing, but like I've said many, many occasions, you gotta walk before you could run. And now that we got, our basics. Ooh, excuse me. Wow, that food really going through me. Now that we got our basics set up, really we're moving into the mid game to late game where we don't really have to worry about so much about power production as much. We still need to worry about industrial craft, which we're going to fix. But now we can start, worrying about getting the more advanced stuff. We can worry about building cool things and really moving forward. So, hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I'll catch you next time for Feed the Beast on the What the Craft server. Oh, and I'd also like to, just a little quick addendum at the end. Our server owner, Duff, has begun some Let's Plays of his own on this server. So anybody who's might be interested in other Let's Plays may wish to check him out. He's a pretty cool guy. Like I said, he owns the server I play on, so I can't say nothing bad about him. He's been pretty cool. He listens to what we say, our wishes when we wanted all the stuff to go back to hard mode on Greg Tech. He listened. He's pretty, and then he's gonna update the server so we have more RAM. And it's only a couple of us on here, so he's a pretty cool guy. And he pays for this all himself. I can't donate because I just don't have a dime extra to my name. Every dime I have goes to my bills. Unfortunately, some days I don't even have enough food to eat. But he takes this all on himself. So you definitely got to appreciate the guy. And like I said, I'm gonna leave his channel link in my description. Feel free to check him out. If you like him, subscribe, like, and all that stuff. And if not, well, if not. And hey, if you like my videos, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And if not, well, if not. But either way, catch y'all next time.